What's up, guys? What's up, guys? How we doing today? Happy Wednesday, waiver wire Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a wicked day. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and TikTok, making things happen, doing the doggone thing, bingo, bango, ing. Hope you guys are having a wicked day. Hope you're rocking out. Hope you got all the waiver wire picks that you wanted. Ready for the week. Well, we got 3 games tomorrow. Kayla, 9B, Matt, what's happening? Rick N. Damn. Join through an invite? Yes. What's up, Rick? Thank you for the likes. Do I play Flowers or Michael Wilson? I mean, you'd probably. Who's Arizona playing? Normally, I tend to avoid Thursday games like the plague. But I, with 3 games on Thursday and then one on Friday, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the football. I love to watch it. But, like, Arizona's playing Tampa Bay. Oh, their pass defense stinks. I mean, like, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, so I would lean towards Michael Wilson, or sorry, Zay Flowers, just because, like, they are at the same time playing a terrible Cincinnati defense. And, like, I don't know, man. I figure Lamar will get it together. But Arizona is playing Tampa Bay's defense, who stinks against the pass. Like, they're really bad. So, like, I could get behind playing Michael Wilson over Zay Flowers, especially because, like, Thursday game, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I would probably pick Zay Flowers, but I'm just a Baltimore Ravens fan, so that's my reasoning behind that. But I think Michael Wilson against Tampa Bay is the answer. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. Sit 2, start 2, Brees Neal, Hampton, and Bucky. I'm new to fantasy. I've heard people say Thursday games are bad. It just is, man. Like, it's just one of those things that you can't really explain. You gotta there's just weird things that happen on Thursday, and like it's more bad than it is good. Sometimes it's wicked, and it is, but I normally only play Thursday games with my stars, right? So yeah, it just is like that. That's there's no real answer for it other than you played a couple Thursday games, you know exactly. Because then, like, you also like your points are locked in, good or bad, for the weekend, right? So sit 2, Jalen, Devin, Neal, Chris Olave, George Pickens, Michael Will. Holy fucking Jesus, that's a lot of fucking. I mean, we're not. Are we sitting Josh Jacobs? I don't know. I'm not. Michael Wilson, you probably can't. George Pickens playing Kansas City. I mean, I don't love that matchup. It is, however, at home, right? So, Justin, thank you for the flower. I appreciate you. Jalen Warren's playing Buffalo. You can't sit him. Who's New Orleans playing? Miami. Holy fucking Jesus. I mean, all things being equal, I would avoid the Thursday game if I could, like I was saying, right? So Josh Jacobs is out. But yeah, I don't know, man. That's a good that's an interesting dilemma that you have. Rick, thank you for the like. Brissett or Dart, also Woody or Hampton. I mean, probably Brissett playing Tampa Bay's defense, and then who are the Chargers playing? Chargers playing Vegas. I don't know how you don't play Hampton against Vegas. Houston's playing Indianapolis. I mean, yeah, I don't know if Houston's willing to run the ball 30 times like Kansas City was to give Woody Marks, Kareem Hunt numbers, right? So yeah, those would be my picks. I hope it helps. Who wins? CD, Jalen Morton, and Sutton for Jettas and Saquon. I mean, on the surface, Jettas and Saquon, right? But I don't care. I'm a firm believer in the Madden curse, right? So I don't want any part of Saquon on my team. As much as like CD's been kind of dookie, right? Mark Andrews plays Cincinnati, who's given up a career game to every tight end that has played them. So I'm starting Mark Andrews again, Baltimore Ravens fan. But yeah, I think Mark Andrews is like the start of the week this week. Goddard, Pierce, Watson, or Shakir at flex. I mean, Chicago had. Oh damn! Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Chicago had 3 linebackers out last week. I don't know how many they have this week, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really know what to make of that Philadelphia passing game. I have Jalen Hurts, so like it's pretty good, right? But yeah, no, I might do. Oh, Gadsden's the other one. Yeah, do Gadsden against Vegas. How do you not play against Vegas, right? Michael Wilson, I would go, yeah, over Troy Franklin. I mean, I tend to lean towards the Sunday night game just to give me something to watch. Nothing really other than that. So I might lean Troy Franklin against Washington, whose defense isn't the best. But I think Michael Wilson against Tampa Bay is the answer. Drake May or Burrow. I don't know, man. What are we expecting out of Joe Burrow, right? On the road in Baltimore, first game back after a 10-week layoff. No problem, man. I hope it helps. I hope it works out against a very healthy, very good Baltimore Ravens defense. Like I don't know, man. I think Drake May is the answer, but like I don't know. How do we sit Joe Burrow? Also, what are we expecting from Joe Burrow? I think the answer is pretty obvious on that one. Pickens or Devontae Adams. I mean, I don't love that Kansas City matchup. Also, LA's playing Carolina. Like, you got to figure a touchdown or 2 from Devontae Adams, but Pickens is probably going to have the better game. So, I mean, I don't love that Kansas City matchup. Don't get me wrong. That's a very good Kansas City defense. As much as it's in Dallas at home in the dome, that'll help a lot. But yeah, I don't love that. Do I start Myles Garrett? Yeah, always. Marcus, London, Gainwell, Franklin. Holy fucking Jesus Christ. That's so many players to choose from. Good Lord. I mean, I think Yoshavash would probably be one of them. London's not going to play. Franklin would be another one that I would play. And then Gainwell is probably your third one. I hope it works out. Flowers or Bucky? I mean, I don't know, man. What do we? I don't think we're expecting much from Bucky. Like, I don't know, man. I don't even really know what to expect from Bucky. I would play Flowers, get the points, because like Sean Tucker's been really good, and they've still got Rashad White there. So like, what is it, right? Co-host Con, what's happening? Let's do it. Yo, what's up, dude? Lamar or Bo Nix? Can't even believe this is a question. No, you're not wrong, man. What's up, Con? How you doing? What does this mean? Matchup. Hell yeah. What are we doing? Lamar or Trevor Lawrence? Oh my god. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, so I'm going Lamar, right? But I can understand getting behind Trevor Lawrence and playing Tennessee, right? Hell yeah, we want money. Does nobody else want money? That's what it's all about, right? Flowers or Genty, Las Vegas playing LA. I don't love that matchup. I would probably go Flowers. I don't love Las Vegas playing LA. That's a difficult matchup, I think. Start DK or Sutton. I mean, I might lean towards the Sunday night game just in that aspect, just to give me something to watch. So I might go Sutton. I don't think you can go wrong really either way. But yeah, no, I think Sutton would be the answer in that one. Yes, toppity top. Don't look back. What's up, Con? How are you doing, man? All good? Should I eat bacon or pork chops? Ooh, I do love me some bacon. But yeah, we got my dealio is yeah, I don't know, man. I think Lamar's an answer over anybody. Like, I don't know, man. They're playing a pretty shitty defense in Cincinnati, as much as he hasn't been really good. Waddle or ETN in the flex. I mean, ETN's playing Tennessee, man. I don't know. What did ETN do last week? They're like statistically the worst defense against the run. Is that how you spell it? Yes. I got it right. Did they play Tennessee already or no? Oh, they played in the last week of the season? That's rude, man. Yeah, I don't know how we don't go ETN. Playing Tennessee, right? As much as it's a division matchup, Franklin or Sutton, I feel like Franklin has been getting more targets. Honestly, Franklin and Bo Nix went to college together, so they have that rapport already, and so that really leans into everything. So I think you're right with Franklin getting more targets and being like more of a help, if you will, to Bo Nix. Sutton's a big body guy, though. He's really good too, so you can't go wrong. But I feel like you're right in the sense that Franklin. Wandale or Quinchon. I'm going Quinchon Judkins pretty much over anybody. I'm valuing him the way that we used to value Nick Chubb, and perennial first round draft pick. Argument for number one overall, right? Yes. Toppity top. Don't look back. Keep seeing RJ Harvey as a good matchup. Oh yeah. No, you're definitely playing Derrick Henry over him, but I could get behind playing RJ Harvey. Who else you got there? Yes, toppity top. Let's go. Thank you guys. Yeah, no, Nikki, what's happening? We're doing a battle. I'm trying to battle for citizenship. JT Bijan, Henry. Yeah. See, I don't know, man. Like I don't actually know, dude. As much as JT's been really good. Damn, Nimble. Thank you very much. Disconnected. Fucking rude. That's a winner. Yeah. Pedro. Yo, yo. Didn't get enough taps. Ah, well. You win some, you lose some, right? But yeah, who's Indianapolis playing? Because like I don't love JT like we loved him earlier in the season, right? No, you're not wrong, man. It was uncomfortable for me too. Well, I won't do that again. Have I thought about a TT agency? I didn't even know what that is. Hell yeah. Send me a link or something. Some sort of information about it. Yeah, Taylor rest of the season. Yeah, like that's what I mean. I don't love him. Houston's defense made Josh Allen look like garbage, like for real, right? Um, so like I don't love JT. Yeah, definitely message me later. I don't love JT the way that I did before because his schedule is not the best, and he did really good against the really bad teams, but against the really good teams he did really bad. So you know what I mean? Like I don't love him the way that I did before. Javante or Kyron, I mean, I don't love that Kansas City defense, right? So sit Henderson, Judkins, or Gainwell. I'd probably sit. You know what? I'd probably sit Henderson, but I probably wouldn't because I like the Monday match. I'd probably sit Gainwell. The fuck? I have to free up space. Jesus, that sucks. But I can't use it. Okay, I don't care about the update. Yeah, no, I don't love that Kansas City matchup for Javante. As much as he's been good, I don't. Yeah, that Kansas City defense is really good, right? So I might go Kyron in that instance. Gainwell or Warren? I don't know, man. Both, neither. I have Warren, so I'm hoping Warren. I'm playing against Gainwell, so I'm hoping I'm hoping Warren. Warren's the starting back. I don't know. I don't know. Choose whichever one you think will get you more points. Start Goddard, Gatson, or Kincaid. I mean, Gadsden's going against Las Vegas. I don't know how we don't start him. As much as the Chargers' offensive line has been terrible and it's been killing us. Christian Watson or Wandale. I mean, Wandale's a PPR king, right? So in PPR, I might do that. But I think the answer is Christian Watson, only because it's in Detroit, which is indoors. Puka for JT. If I'm getting Puka, yes. If I'm getting JT, no. I don't love JT. I don't want him. Still start Lamb over Pickens. I mean, that's up to you, really. That's your call. It's your team. Lamb is the number one. He's the go-to guy. He's the the one that you drafted higher. That would be my basis, but Pickens has had a higher ceiling, it seems like. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. I would honestly, but I don't have that dilemma. So I would go Brenton Strange against Tennessee. Burrow over Brissett. I don't know, man. That's a you thing for real. Honestly, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, right? So I wouldn't. I don't know what we're expecting from Joe Burrow. Like 10 weeks off to come back on the road in Baltimore, division rival against a very healthy, very good Baltimore Ravens defense. Like I don't know. I don't really know what we're expecting from him. Like 280 yards and 3 touchdown passes. I don't think so, right? I don't see that happening. But I don't know, right? Plus, Brissett's playing Tampa Bay. It's not like he's got a difficult matchup. I'd probably do that. Don't trade A Chain. Would you trade Gibbs or A Train for CMC? And if so, who? PPR. Well, we definitely want CMC. Yeah, I'm with him though, man. A Chain's schedule is really nice going forward. Like that Miami schedule. I'm excited. I have Waddle, but I want CMC. Yeah, the Jets, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Tampa Bay. A Chain's a good one. Traded Swift and Andrews for Barkley and Flowers. Was it a good trade? I mean, on the surface, yeah. Like if you just look at the names involved, sure, that's a good one. I'm a firm believer in the Madden curse, and Barkley is still around, which means that he will. The Madden curse is undefeated. I don't want to wish injury on anybody. I hope that he doesn't. I hope that he has a wicked end to the season. That being said, the Madden curse is undefeated. That's all I have to say about that. Other than that, yeah, it was a really good trade. Would I trade Gibbs for CMC? Oh, man. Dude's trading Gibbs off a 50-point week. Now that's savage. You got 50 points for me. Traded off my team. I mean, I might consider that because McCaffrey has a bye week next week. So that being said, if you can afford to have a week off, then it wouldn't really make a difference. But if you need the win next week, I probably wouldn't make the trade for CMC, seeing as he's on a bye week next week. I had one dude tell me that his playoffs start next week with CMC on a bye. Like, are you kidding me? The fuck, man, that's dumb. So that would be that. What is I don't actually have any Detroit players on my team. What is Gibbs' schedule looking like? I mean, they play Dallas, but then they play the Rams, Pittsburgh, and Minnesota. So it's not like they have Pittsburgh's at home, so that's not going to be bad. And LA's indoors. So you know what? All things being equal, I might not trade Jahmyr Gibbs for CMC. I might keep. Yeah, I'm with you. More or less same schedule. I think I might keep Gibbs because even like at LA, yeah, okay, that's going to be a tough matchup, but it's indoors still, right? Then at home to Pittsburgh, which is indoors. Then in Minnesota, don't they play indoors too? I think they do, right? So that's 3. So as much as the matchups are tough, it's indoor matchups, and Jared Goff does really well indoors. So all things being equal, I think I might keep Gibbs and A-Chain and not trade for CMC. That was a good one, man. You just made my brain work. I appreciate the question. Thank you so much, man. Hey, no problem, man. No problem at all. I appreciate you making my brain wrap. That was a good thinking session right there. Hell yeah. Oh, I got a headache. No, I'm kidding. Dan, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, I hope that helps, right? Like I hope it does. I hope it works out. I really do. Dude just got 50 points. He's like, nah, not on my team, bro. Out. Love it. Savage. I love it. Start Waddle, Olave, or Wilson. I might do Wilson and Waddle. Unless you're in full PPR, and then I could consider doing Olave. But I think Wilson and Waddle are your two there. Ferguson or Henry. I mean, Henry plays Monday. Ferguson plays Thursday. I might lean towards Henry just because it's a Monday night game. Give me something to watch. That Kansas City defense is also really good too. So, Goff or Burrow. Who's Detroit playing this week? Oh, they're playing at home against Green Bay. Damn. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I might lean towards Jared Goff. Because, like, Burrow, I don't know, man. Like, Lamar or Burrow, the same game. Like, are you kidding me? So, like, I don't know, man. What are we actually expecting from Burrow? Because, like, I don't think that he's going to come back. Because especially now, no T. Higgins, right? So, you know Baltimore is going to double coverage Jamar Chase and make, Andre Yoshevage beat them. And whoever the hell the tight end is over there. So, like, that's the thing. Like, I know Burrow's good, but, like, are we expecting – if you're going in expected 30, 35 points, I don't think that you're going to get that. If you're going in expecting 15, 17, right, that's probably more along the lines of what you're going to get. That being said, I get it. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. Lamar's been dookie. But I feel like if there's a week where he can wake up, it's going to be this one. Again, biased opinion, Baltimore Ravens fan. Fuck Joe Burrow. As much as Joe Burrow's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Neil, RJ, or Hampton. I mean, Neil's playing Miami. They stink. RJ's playing Washington. I might lead RJ just because of the Sunday night game, just to give me something to watch. But I don't know, man. I think Neil. Oh, that's in Miami though, eh? It's gonna be hot. Yeah, I might lean towards RJ just to give me something to watch. May or Hurts. I don't know, man. How do you sit Jalen Hurts, especially against Chicago? That being said, Drake May's the Monday night game. I might do that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not considering sitting Jalen Hurts for nobody. I mean, no, it's not that I have anybody else, but trade Swift and Daniel Jones for Bucky and BTJ. I mean, yeah, might as well, right? Bucky's gonna should be something good, but like that's the thing. Like, what is Bucky gonna be? I don't know, man. I don't think I would do that. I would look for different people than Bucky and BTJ. On the surface, yeah, it looks good. Don't get me wrong, and that looks like a wicked trade. But like all things being equal, I think Swift has a chance to be better than Bucky just because of Bucky's situation. And BTJ is just not going to be what we want him to be. I don't think so. So all things being equal, I probably wouldn't make that trade. Trey Benson or D Neal. Actually, I just looked at that, man. In Miami, Neal is kind of. Yeah, I would probably go Neal just because what the hell is going to happen in Arizona's backfield, right? I don't know. I have no idea. So I would probably go Neal if I had the option. That being said, I'm probably starting Trey Benson, but I don't have Neal in that league. So, but yeah, no, I think Neal against Miami is better. I don't know what the hell is going to happen in Arizona's backfield, right? Like, who knows? Start Michael or Shakir or Khalil or Waddle. Damn, that's a lot, man. I might have traded something. Trey Benson is not back though. I don't think so. Yeah, just for Friday. There's actually been no update since last week, so no news is good news. Should I play JMO? Might as well, yeah. Flex Gadsden, Terry, or Hunt? Yeah, definitely not Terry. Yeah, I would probably do Hunt. You're not wrong. Two, start Jacobs, Emeka, Chase Brown, Irving, Wandale. Holy Mackinac, man. It's a lot of fucking people. I mean, I don't know how we don't start Jacobs. See, this is my thought process. I don't know how we don't start Jacobs, and I don't know how we do start Emeka and Bucky Irving. Because, like, Bucky, like, is he going to come back and take over, right? Be the unquestioned number one? Or is he going to, or has Sean Tucker actually been decent since he's been out, right? And you still got Rashad White in there. So, I'm just thinking out loud, right? Wandale's the PPR king, so maybe if you've got Wandale, Chase Brown, I like him a lot better. All things being equal, I might start Chase Brown and Wandale just to give me something to watch on the Monday night game, but I think the answer is Jacobs and Chase Brown. Like I think you know what I mean? Just using common sense, that's what I think right there. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. RJ and Theo for Olave. I mean, if you need wide receiver help, yeah. We can't go nothing higher than Olave. Judkins or Harvey. I'm treating Judkins like we used to treat Nick Chubb. Perennial first round draft pick, first overall argument, right? So for me, it's Judkins over almost anyone, always. RJ Harvey, Pittman, or Dunze. I don't know, man. I don't want any part of that Philadelphia defense. As much as Dak Prescott carved them up last week, I don't think Caleb Williams is Dak Prescott, right? So I don't know. Maybe he is, right? And they're going to carve up Philadelphia's defense. But personally, I don't want any part of that. Philadelphia defense. So I might lean RJ Harvey just to give me something to watch in the Sunday night game. Also, Houston, like, man, I feel like you look at the matchups and you just answered your question. J-Mo or Michael Wilson? I mean, Michael Wilson playing Tampa Bay, right? You probably got to. If Mayfield plays, I'd probably play Mayfield. I don't really want any part of that Philadelphia defense. 2 running backs, 2 wide receiver, 3 flat. Holy fucking Jesus, man. 6. Oh, lost 3 straight. Yeah, you're going into spiral, eh? Henderson over Jacobs, probably. Who's the other one? Let me guess. Rico Dowdle. Because we have to play Rico Dowdle against fucking Los Angeles. That's going to go over well. Burrow or Goff? I don't know, man. Probably I would lean Goff at home. How do you not, right? Javonte got offered Henderson for Dowdle 1-for-1. I would do that all day. I don't like Dowdle. I don't like Carolina. Don't care for them. Think they're going to start being the Carolina that we know them to be. So, yeah, I don't want nothing. Start 3, Rico, Chase Brown, Hall, and Waddle. There you go. I just finished saying how much I hate Rico. Chase Brown, Hall, and Waddle are your answers. Against Los Angeles, you're going to really consider starting Rico Dowdle against Los Angeles? Come on, man. Mahomes against Dallas, Stafford against Carolina. How do you Stafford's going to throw for 4 touchdown passes, just so you know. So that's my thoughts behind that. How do we sit Matt Stafford? That's my Dallas or Henry. Dallas Goddard. I'm going Henry. Or Hunter Henry. Oh, I'd probably go Hunter Henry, right? Monday night game. Javonte, Jacobs, Dowdle, wide receivers are Chase, Olave, Nico, Devontae, tight end McBride, getting Bucky and BTJ for depth. Yeah, I would do Henderson for Dowdle, no question. And then, yeah. Yeah, you don't even really need Bucky. Actually, yeah, you know what? I don't. 3 flex positions. Holy crap, man, that's crazy. Yeah, no, hey, and that, you know what? Not for nothing, but head coaches don't care about fantasy football. They don't like us having nice things, i.e., Trevion Henderson, right? They don't like fantasy football managers, and they do everything they can to make sure that our life is difficult. So, I mean, as much as we want them to do something, they're not going to. Ravens on top. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Baltimore Ravens. You know, some random wanted to start Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson, like you. I don't know. How do we start Joe Burrow, though, for real? Like, in a must-win week, how do you start Joe Burrow, for real? Like, 10 weeks off on the road in Baltimore against a healthy, very good Baltimore Ravens defense, divisional opponent, no T. Higgins. How do you start Joe Burrow with any sort of confidence? I don't know. I don't know, man. Jacoby Brissett plays Tampa Bay, who's given up pass yards to everyone, right? So I might consider that. Bo Nix plays Washington, right? So I'm thinking it's a very scary matchup. Hey, you're not wrong, man. And that's what I mean. Like, I don't even understand. Like, I'm actually considering. So Baltimore plays Cincinnati this week, and then they play again in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I don't really have any inclination to use Baltimore's defense. But this week, against this version of the Cincinnati offense, I'm actually considering using Baltimore's defense. And I don't actually mind that matchup against Joe Burrow this time, right? Next time, I'll probably have to change it around because I think then they'll get their feeding back. But this time around, like I don't think we're expecting, like, you can't really expect anything. I don't think. Like, if you go in there expecting 15 points, that's what you're gonna get. I think maybe you get more, maybe you get less, right? But I don't know. And then if you go in expecting 15 and you get 30, that's amazing. But if you go and expect 30 and you get like 7 or minus points in my one league, like Josh Allen got, because we count negatives for sacks, he ended up with minus 7 points. Right? Gainwell, Neal, or Swift. I would do Neal. He's the unquestioned starter, right? The only one with a real handle on that backfield. That being said, Jalen Warren against Buffalo, I'd probably do that. Buffalo gives up 5 yards a carry. Gibbs for A-Chain. All things being equal, I like A-Chain's schedule more. Damn, this guy's 2 people on the live today are trading away Jahmyr Gibbs. Dude just got 55 fantasy points, and they're like, nah, bruh, I don't even want you. You're garbage. You're cabbage. It's amazing. All things being equal, though, I'd rather have A-Chain's schedule, so I probably would do that deal, Gibbs for A-Chain. That being said, I was looking at Gibbs' schedule, and as much as he's got tough playoff matchups, he's got good they're all indoors, right? So Judkins over Yoshavash, 100%. 49ers or Patriots defense. I mean, I'm doing 49ers, so I'm kind of biased, but I think New England is the answer. Also, I'm playing against New England, so they're probably the answer. Limited Irving or Shakir. I would do Shakir. I don't really know if I want to play Irving this week, right? That being said, I also don't want to play Sean Tucker or Rashad White. You know, I almost said Reggie White. Damn, for anybody that knows who that is, you're showing your age because I just showed mine by knowing who that is. Jalen Hurts or Dak. I mean, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know because, like, I don't love that Kansas City matchup, but I also didn't love the Philadelphia matchup, right? So I don't want to like. I'm starting Jalen Hurts. I don't have that problem with anybody else to start, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I last week Dak got 36 points against a freaking very good Philadelphia defense, right? So, I mean, granted they were forced to pass a lot more, blah blah blah, right? But I don't know. I would probably start Jalen Hurts. That's just my thoughts. I don't love that Kansas City defense matchup. Bo Nix or Joe Burrow. How are we starting Joe Burrow with any sort of confidence? That's all I can say. Plus, Bo plays Sunday night. Might as well. Benson, Hampton, Jennings, Hunt, or Dunze. I don't know, man. I mean, probably Hampton is your answer because he's the he's probably going to be the number one. But he looks like you got a bunch of injured guys that you're trying to play. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, probably your answer is Jennings in that question. Play the Rams defense. Oh, Chargers are playing Las Vegas though. Holy! But the Rams are. Who is LA playing? LA is playing Carolina on the road. You know what? All things being equal, I might consider Chargers just because they're at home. The Rams are on the road, right? But I think the Rams are the answer in that aspect. I don't know. Adam, yo, chillin', listening to all these people that are trying to start Joe Burrow. Like, for what? Did you know they're playing Baltimore Ravens, who are the best defense in the league? Come on, man. Get out of here with that. Woody or Ladd. I don't know if I want to play Woody against Indianapolis. I don't know that Houston's going to commit to running the ball 30 times like Kansas City did last week. So I would probably lean towards Ladd against Las Vegas. Thank you for the question. I appreciate you. Watson or Warren. Warren's playing both Buffalo, man. They give up 5 yards a carry. That's all I got to say about that. Crazy trade deadline day for me. Oh, shit. Here we go. Let's do it. Sutton or Christian Watson. All things being equal, I'd probably choose Sutton just because he plays on a Sunday night game. Give me something to watch. But Christian Watson is playing indoors against Detroit, right? So that should be a high-scoring game. But Troy Franklin, Jaden Higgins, Darnell Mooney, pick one. I mean, I don't know if I love Darnell Mooney. Yeah, he had a good game last game, but I don't know. I'd probably do Troy Franklin. just their Sunday night game, right? Traded Bijan, Adams, and Higgins for Amon-Ra, Waddle, Chase Brown, and Hampton. Yes, love it. Booyah, don't love Bijan's schedule. Chase Brown's going to be wicked. I would do Neal over Odunze. Oh my God, Mooney or BTJ? Neither. I mean, you probably got to do BTJ against Tennessee. Yeah, that would be how I would rank it. I don't want to start either of those though. Diggs or Collins? I would go Nico. I mean, you know what? I would probably go Diggs, just because it's the Monday night game, right? I tend to lean towards the Monday night game. And so that just to give me something to watch, right? Do I smoke Za? What is Za? The trade is wicked. I love it, Adam. I'm all for it. Hell yeah. Judkins over everyone always. I don't know. What are we expecting from Bucky if he plays? You expecting 30 points? Right? Are you expecting 97% of the plays, of the snaps, of the handoffs? I'm not. I'm expecting 40% at best, right? 10 carries, maybe. 5 targets, maybe, right? That's what I'm expecting. Nothing more than that. Henry, Hector. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. You mean Derrick Henry? As in, we're going to sit Derrick Henry for Bucky Irving? Jesus Christ. That's balls, man. So obviously, obviously the answer is Henry, Henderson, and Judkins. It sounds like I'm on Zaw. I don't know what Zaw is. Damn, I'm old, man. Sorry, Eric. I'm sorry. I appreciate you though. Like pizza? I got pizza bites. Yes, Judkins over Bucky. Mm-hmm. Watson or Worthy? I don't know. I might play Watson just because is the Vegas total higher? No, the Vegas total is the same. Yeah, I might play Watson just because you kind of know what you're getting. You could get any range of. If it's for a flex, the argument could be made for Worthy because I think the floor is or the ceiling is higher with Worthy. But yeah, I think Watson is your answer. Flex Dobbs or Mechie. I don't know, man. Atlanta's got a good pass defense. I might consider Dobbs in that one, hoping for a big game. Kyron Williams or Devin Neal? Jesus. What if I had asked you that question in friggin' August, you would have laughed at me 100%. That's funny. That being said, I don't know, man. How do you not start Kyron? He's your number 2 pick. Who are we? It's just out of curiosity. Who are we starting that we're benching Kyron Williams? You know, you're drafted as your number 1, at worst number 2 running back. We start Dart or Lamar. Dart isn't cleared. Lamar plays tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, there you go. There's your answer. Dart's not cleared and Lamar plays tomorrow. That being said, if you can't stomach Lamar, I'm open to picking up Jameis Winston and starting Jameis Winston. That's an experience. I love the Jameis Winston experience. He's got everything. Did this trade a couple of weeks ago. Got Puka and Goddard for DK, MHJ, Henderson, and Ertz. Love it. Hell yeah. Puka and Goddard all day, baby. Start 2, Lad Addison, Igbuka, Genti. I don't know, man. How do you start Igbuka with any sort of confidence, man? Who's Minnesota playing? Nah, I don't want to start. You know what? Just by virtue of I don't want to start Igbuka or Addison, I would say Lad and Genti is your answers. Traded Lamar, Rico, and Igbuka for Trevion, Ladd, Connolly, Jalen Hurts. Love it. Love Philadelphia's schedule going forward. Hell yeah. Quentin Johnson or Jaden Higgins? I don't know, man. How do you start Quentin Johnson with any sort of confidence? I think Jaden Higgins just for peace of mind with you. Diggs or Franklin? I think Diggs is the answer there. Devontae gets ruled out. Should I start Jaden Higgins, Gadsden, or Alec Pierce? I don't know if I want to play against that Houston defense, so I might do Gadsden just because he's playing Las Vegas. Especially if it's in full PPR, it would be Gadsden. Maybe if you're in a standard, I might consider Higgins, but yeah, I think Gadsden. Woody Marks or RJ Harvey? RJ Harvey, I think, is the answer there. Should I worry about Igbuka? You're damn right you should worry about Igbuka. Like, I don't know, man. I don't even really know what happened. Like, is he, yeah, full PPR? Okay, yeah, there you go. I would, yeah, I would consider Gadsden, right? I feel like the other side is just going to, like, you're looking for a lot of yards. But, yeah, no, I think Gadsden is the full PPR. Frank Ragnow is back. I know. That's amazing. But yeah, no, I think for sure we should be worried about Igbuka. I don't even know what happened. Like, he was amazing, and then you know what? They've got nobody else there, right? So like teams are just starting to go just to him and cover him, right? So Josh Jacobs or Devin Neal? Oh my God, that's a serious question too. Like for real, that's crazy. Sutton or JMO, Lawrence or J Love? I don't know, man. I mean, Jordan Love probably is your answer in that too because it's indoors. You got to figure Detroit's going to put up points. Green Bay is going to need to put up points. That being said, I don't know how you start JMO with any sort of confidence. He got a dud last week. Big old donut. Maybe he's going to be good this week. Maybe this is the week to start him. But I don't know. I think Sutton on Sunday night might be a better one. Harvey Brown or Brees? I don't know. All things being equal, I might go Harvey in the Sunday night game, right? Just to give me something to watch. Warren or Harvey? Jalen Warren's playing Buffalo, though. They give up 5 yards of carry. I might roll the dice with Warren. Henderson, Hampton, or Javonte? I might lean Henderson, just a Monday night game, right? Pickens for Javonte and Nico. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I don't know, man. See, because I don't know if when what's-his-face comes back. Devontae Smith for the playoffs. I love their schedule. All things being equal. Hunter Henry over Schultz playing on Monday night. Yeah, I don't know, man, because when what's-his-face comes back, CJ Stroud comes back, I don't know. Like, Nico was kind of dookie with him, right? So, like, I don't know if it's the same going forward, right? And I like with Davis Mills, he's been really good. So yeah, now you want him, but I don't know if it stays that way when Thing comes back. So like all things being equal, I might keep George Pickens, but if I need a running back, I would definitely make that trade. Lamar or Burrow, it's the same game. I mean, one's ranked the worst defense, and one defense is healthy and on the up and coming, playing against a quarterback that hasn't played in 10 weeks at home in a division rival. I don't know. Like if you, I can understand not being upset by Lamar and not wanting to play him. And if you don't want to play him, don't play him. I feel like you know the answer to that question. You just want some clarification. Lamar has had 5 and 7. No, you're not wrong. And that's what I mean. 100%. I'm not sitting Lamar though. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like you're talking to a Baltimore Ravens fan, so you're damn right I'm biased. I don't want any part of Joe Burrow. That being said, it's Joe Burrow's first game in 10 weeks on the road in a division opponent against a very good, very healthy Baltimore defense. So, like, if you think for real that Joe Burrow is coming back to do 350 yards and 4 touchdowns, then that's the play. I don't. Trade away Gibbs or A-Chain. I'm not trading away A-Chain because I like their playoff schedule. I do understand that Gibbs' schedule sucks, but I'm not just trading him away for anybody. Like, I don't want JT. I just looked. I don't really want CMC, right? I don't really just want to give him away, right? But if I can get a good deal, I would. Andrew is playing Cincinnati. Cincinnati has been the worst against tight ends, so if there's ever a week, right? Drake May on Monday. Hell yeah, let's do it. Start 2, Burrow or A.J. Brown, Lav, or Olave. I think A.J. Brown and Ladd is the answer. Should I play Jacoby Myers or Debo? I don't know what to do. I'd probably play Jacoby Myers, right? Just against Tennessee. You got to figure he's going to get something. Also, him and Trevor Lawrence have been better together, right? So, yeah, exactly. I don't know what to do with Debo either. Odunze or Hunt as a flex. I mean, I would go with Hunt. I don't really want any part of that Philadelphia defense. As much as Dak Prescott made them look stupid last week. I don't know. Ben, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Diggs, Flowers, Mooney, Franklin can only start 2. I think Diggs and Franklin are your answers. Andrews over Ferguson, playing Cincinnati all day. DJ, Trey Tucker, or Pearsall. I don't know, man. I might lean towards Pearsall. I don't really want any part of that Philadelphia defense. Hey, no problem, man. I appreciate your questions. I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you for the follow. You're wicked. I hope it works out. I really do. Hampton or Bucky if they both play. Yeah, no kidding, right? I don't know. I mean, I might lean towards Hampton playing Las Vegas. I don't really know what we could expect from Bucky in the first game back, right? Steven, thank you for the follow. Start 2, A.J. Brown, Olave, or Ladd. Caden, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I would start A.J. and Ladd for sure. Kyron or Chase Brown. All things being equal, I might consider Kyron. Just out of curiosity, who are we sitting to start? Or who are we starting to sit Kyron Williams, right? Who was drafted to be your number 1 running back. Number 2 at worst, I think. I might go Worthy over BTJ and Quentin Johnson. RJ Harvey against Washington to do Sunday night. That's who I want to play. RJ Harvey over Olave. Watson, Johnson, Oshavash, or Higgins. Yeah, I'd probably go Watson. Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, Kyron, or Chase Brown. Nice. I like that. I'd probably start all 3, then somebody else. Cook, Henry, Barkley, pick 2. I'd probably play Cook against Pittsburgh. They're not a very good running defense. And, I mean, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, so I'm picking Henry all day. Zay Flowers, Addison, Michael Wilson start 2. I don't know how we can start Addison with any sort of confidence. So for that reason, I'm benching him. Zay Flowers and Michael Wilson are my picks. Strange over Goddard in tight end, playing Tennessee. Love or CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud's back? Oh, that's terrible news for fucking Nico Collins managers. That sucks. Tight end, yes. And the wide receiver. Oh, yeah. I would go Jordan Love in Detroit, right? It's a dome game. Is Henry only growing? Yes, he definitely is. And he makes me grow every time I see him. Oh, yeah. Hardik or Sukdeep. Oh, yeah. Michael, thank you for the follow. I mean, I'd probably go Jacobs over Chase Brown. Broncos country, let's ride. No, boo. That being said, damn, those Broncos, man. They say, how about them Cowboys? How about them Broncos? Devin Neal is a must-add if you need running back help. He's really the only back there, and he was really highly touted coming out of college. So they've got a good schedule too, right? Kyron Williams or Devin Neal. Oh my God, I would do Devin Neal, but I would probably do both if you can. Mahomes or Allen. I mean, probably Mahomes is the answer, but like I don't know, man. Josh Allen went from having 6 touchdowns in one game to having, in my one league, -7 fantasy points because we count against sacks. So I mean, that's your range of outcomes, right? 6 touchdowns or -6 points. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably do Josh Allen, right? You think he's gonna be pissed after last game. That being said, Mahomes has the better matchup against that Dallas defense. I have Derrick Henry, RJ Harvey to start over Kyron, though. Yeah, Derrick Henry and RJ Harvey. Yeah. Starting Harvey or you know what? All things being equal, I would start Hunter Henry on Monday night, right? Just to give me something to watch. Playing the Giants too, right? It's not like they're playing a good team. Bijan and Jamar Chase. You're trading Bijan and Jamar Chase for Tet, Gibbs, and Bucky. Are you trading away Bijan and Jamar Chase and getting that garbage, or are you giving that garbage to get Bijan and Jamar? Because there's only one side of that trade that I want. Menengai or Montgomery? Oh man. What happened to Montgomery, man? You know what? All things being equal, Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator, went from Detroit to Chicago. I'd probably say Manganai is the answer, and we kind of just hope for a touchdown, right? I don't know, man. What happened to Montgomery? Like, they don't want to use him anymore. Oh, my God. Addison or JMO? Neither. Yeah, I don't know how you can start Addison with any sort of confidence, right? So I think JMO has to be the answer. Jalen Warren or Neal for the flex. I might play Warren playing Buffalo. Got sent a trade. I'm giving up Neek over Drake London. Should I do it? No. I'd probably just keep Nico. Lynn, thank you for the follow. I have Derrick Henry and RJ Harvey to start over Kyron. Should I keep Neal starting in the flex? I mean, playing Miami, yeah, probably. Yeah. Kyron's just not been really good. So yeah, Kyron's just not been what we wanted to be. And Neal playing Miami, they stink, right? So Addison been good, but then JJ McCarthy came in. Yeah, no kidding, right? Well, and this week they're on the road playing a very good Seattle defense. So that, like, for those reasons, I don't know how we start him with any sort of confidence. Purdy or Burrow. I would do Purdy. Woody Marks or RJ Harvey. I would do RJ Harvey on the Sunday night game. Dan Lynn sent a donut. Hey, she sent to Jameson Williams. Hey, bam. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're wicked. Pick one for the flex. I would go Quinshon Judkins over anyone all day, for the most part. Yeah, Quinshon Judkins. I'm valuing Judkins as the way we used to value Nick Chubb, right? Perennial first rounder. Argument for number 1 overall pick, right? So I'm starting Quentin Johnson over almost anyone. Emeka or JMO. Oh my God. I think JMO's the answer just because I don't know what's going on with Emeka. I think JMO's the answer. I don't think he's going to get a donut again. Christian Watson or Metcalf in my flex. Oh, Thursday and a Sunday. Damn. I might go. I mean, I'm starting DK, so I am going DK, but I might not start DK against Buffalo. Buffalo's really good against the pass too, right? Jalen Warren, I would do in the flex over Wandale. Unless we're in PPR, I could get behind Wandale, but Jalen Warren playing Buffalo's run defense. They give up 5 yards a carry, right? Theo Johnson or Ferguson. I mean, you know what? I'd probably just play Ferguson because, like, you know what? I mean, I might go Theo, man. It's Monday night, right? If with any kind of luck, we get the Jameis Winston experience again, right? Jackson Dart's off. So I think Theo Johnson is your answer. I don't love that Kansas City matchup either, right? So I don't know. Like I can understand Ferguson because he's like a favorite target, but yeah, I don't know. Rico Dowdle against no problem, man. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. Rico Dowdle against that Los Angeles defense, really? If you want to, Quentin Johnson or Wandale, I would go Wandale. Monday night, right? Oh, Marvin's back this week? No, that's terrible news. I don't know, man. I think, you know what? I think we start Marv Harrison. Start Bucky or Benson? Oh my God, neither, man. Pitts or Strange? I'd go Strange against Tennessee, right? They're one of the worst defenses. Keenan Allen, John Mechie. I actually would prefer Keenan Allen, right, playing Las Vegas defense. I don't think John Mechie. Atlanta's defense is really good against the pass. It's the run where they struggle. Burrow, Herbert, or Baker. Is Baker playing? I mean, Herbert's playing Las Vegas, right? They're stinky defense. I think that's your answer. Strange or Woody Marks. I think Strange might be the answer. Woody Marks. I don't think Houston commits to running the ball 30 times like Kansas City did. So I don't think Woody Marks is going to have that big of an impact like Kareem Hunt did. Wandale or Troy Franklin. I might start Troy Franklin just because him and Bo Nix have a really good connection. That being said, New England struggles against the pass a lot. Krempin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. And Monday night, right? I like that. Also, it's the PPR king, right? Hey, no problem, man. I hope it works out. I really do. Who's Buka? Buka or Johnston? What's a Buka? That being said, I'd probably start him. Oh, I guess Egg Buka? I've never even heard somebody call that. Don't start Addison. Start DK, Wandale, and Marv. Should keep Love in my superplex and put a running back. I mean, I might keep Love in just because you kind of hope that at home Detroit puts up points and Love is forced to put up points. No problem, my man. I hope it works out. I really do. You're awesome. Double tap that, guys. If you like these suggestions, if you're doing this, if you like what I'm talking about here. Brissett, Dart, Jones, or Burrow. Jesus Christ. Lamar, Stafford, or Nix. How do you have Lamar, Stafford, and Bo Nix on your team? And why did you not trade one at some point? That's crazy, man. That being said, I mean, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, so I'm Lamar Jackson all day over anyone. That being said, don't be surprised when Matthew Stafford throws for 4 touchdown passes on your bench, right? Daniel Jones or Jared Goff. Daniel Jones is playing Houston. I don't really want any part of that matchup. They just made Josh Allen look like shit. So, yeah, I'd probably not want to start him. Over under Detroit Packers game is 52.5, or it's 47.5. The other two are 52.5. So, I mean, but still 47.5 is one of the highest point totals of the week, right? So Vegas isn't expecting that much, but they're no problem, man. I hope it helps. I hope it works out. 10,000 likes gets me on the For You page. Let's do it. You guys are awesome. Ferguson or Gadsden. I mean, I might go Gadsden. Kansas City's defense is really good. We said that about Philadelphia, and Ferguson went nuts. So, right? I don't know. Same thing, Prescott or Stafford. I don't know, man. We thought that Prescott was going to suck last week. and he came back and killed it, right? So that being said, I'm expecting Stafford to throw 4 touchdown passes, like at least. And so, like, if you're okay with that on your bench, we would be a lot better if Prescott put up 40 points and we didn't really care what happened on our bench because Prescott killed it. But Thursday game versus a Sunday game, I mean, that's the thing, right? There's a lot of Thursday games, but we all know it. We avoid the Thursday games like the plague if we can, right? So in this instance, I think we can, and I think we play Stafford. Just hope that he does better than Prescott. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't love that Kansas City defense. That being said, if Prescott does really well this week, that's Kansas City and Philadelphia. So, blessing $6,000 to 5 people who messaged me. Faith, yes, get your $5,000. I'm going Herbert over Burrow. Baltimore Ravens fan, F Joe Burrow. That being said, like, Joe Burrow, 10 weeks off, right? So, drop Jones or Goff to start Burrow. We're starting Burrow, eh? I wouldn't. I would drop Daniel Jones to pick up Joe Burrow, but I'm starting Jared Goff. I don't want to start Joe Burrow. Aaron Jones or Woody Marks. I don't want any part of Aaron Jones this week. On the road against a very good Seattle team, I would start Woody Marks. Trey Benson or Omarion Hampton. Are either of them playing? I don't think Benson's playing. I mean, let's get one to play before we start deciding who to play. That being said, Hampton's playing Las Vegas. I don't know how we don't start him. Harrison or Wilson? I don't know, man. It's the same team. One of them's listed as the starter. The other one's gotten 15 targets in back-to-back games. I don't know. I mean, the obvious answer is Harrison, right? Because he's the number one. Whichever one you feel comfortable starting. I don't have an answer for that. I normally don't have an answer for same team guys. Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren, I don't know. George Pickens, CD Lamb, I don't know. Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, I don't know. Right? Like, I don't know. Both? Neither. Rice and James Cook for JSN. I'm clinched, have hella bench depth. That's a lot, though. All things being equal, I don't like Rice and James Cook's schedule. That being said, that's a lot you're giving up. And James Cook. Why do I feel like one of your running backs is Rico Dowdle? And that being said, I don't love Rico Dowdle. I would go Neal in the flex over Benson and Pittman. He's the unquestioned number one there, and they're playing a Miami defense that's not very good. So drop one with Burrow back, Brissett or Nix. Also, who to start. Start Burrow. I'm not. Broncos fan, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I mean, I don't know how we start Joe Burrow, right? Like 10 weeks off, no T. Higgins, on the road against a very tough and healthy Baltimore Ravens defense. Divisional opponent. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see the allure to starting Joe Burrow this week. Next week, yeah, okay, sure. Going forward, yeah, hundo. But I don't see the allure in starting him. That being said, I would probably drop Bo Nix. I don't love Denver's schedule going forward. Or do I love him? That's why I picked him up. Because I actually was able to pick him up on waivers, of all things. I don't know why. But, yeah, like, they play Green Bay and Kansas City in the playoffs. One of their games is Jacksonville, which should be decent. But, yeah, for the playoffs, I don't love Bo Nix's schedule. So I might consider dropping him for Joe Burrow. But would you still start Chase Brown against the Ravens D? I mean, yeah. I mean, I am in my one league. I wouldn't say I'm kind of forced to, but I'm almost kind of forced to. So I am in the one league. And just hoping for the best. I think Joe Burrow being back will be a good thing for Chase Brown, though. Ain't no parties. like a fantasy football party. Yes, thank you for the follow. So like I think Chase Brown, especially in PPR, I think he can do well. Start RJ Harvey or Judkins. I would start Judkins all over the place. That being said, RJ Harvey on the Sunday night game has a lot of allure to it. Who's Cleveland playing? San Francisco. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean I'm really high on Judkins going forward, right? So Alec Pierce or Luther Burden. Fuck. I don't. I mean, I might consider. I might consider Pierce. I don't know that I want any part of that. I don't know if I want any part of either defense, Philadelphia or Houston. MHJ or Wilson. I assume we're talking about Michael Wilson on the same team. I don't know, man. I actually don't know. MHJ is the starter. Wilson's gotten 15 targets in back-to-back games. The answer is obvious. I just don't know which one it is. Dobbs or Myers. I might consider Myers, right? Playing Tennessee. Trade Bucky and Metcalf for Jameson, Javonte and AJ Brown. Yes, 100%. I love Philadelphia's schedule going forward, and I don't really know if we can trust Bucky anymore, right? So yeah. Swift is my RB2. Should I play Monty or Gainwell instead? I mean, I might consider playing Gainwell. I wouldn't play Monty, but just against that Philadelphia defense, right? I might. No problem, man. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. I might go the Patriots defense against the Giants, right? At home on Monday night, right? Is giving Tet and Flowers for Devontae too much? Honestly, I don't really care for Tet. So for me, you're giving up Flowers for Devontae because I don't really care for the Carolina offense at all, right? We saw what they are last week. A lucky touchdown saved his day, right? Or else, right? It would have been a dud game. No problem, Michael. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. Bucky Irving or Trey Benson, are either of them going to play? Also, what do we expect? I mean, I would guess I go the one that plays. Can I trust Troy Franklin? Maybe. Right? In the right matchup, probably. I think this is the right matchup. Joel, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Is Wan'Dale Robinson a reliable receiver? He actually leads the league in targets. So, I mean, yes and no. He is what they consider the PPR king. Neal or Charbonnet? I would go Neal. He's the unquestioned starter. Joe Burrow or Caleb Williams? Oh my God, neither. I don't know, man. I don't really know. I don't know how you start Burrow or Brissett. I would do Brissett playing Tampa Bay's defense. What are you talking about? How are you going to start Joe Burrow? How are you going to sit Jacoby Brissett against that awful Tampa Bay defense? Gave up 6 touchdowns to Josh Allen. Like, Jesus. Okay, yeah, it's not Josh Allen, but still. Is Dart going to play? I don't think so. I might go Justin Herbert. It's playing Las Vegas, right? But you got to figure. Bucky or BTJ. Oh, my God. Neither. Huh. I mean, I might consider BTJ just because Dart is playing. That's not cool, man. That Jameis Winston experience is awesome. I read something that Jameis Winston should sign a contract with every single team so that whenever there's a starter out, he just plays for that team. Because, man, that Jameis Winston experience is something, man. He'd throw 10 touchdowns and maybe only 3 to his own team, but damn if it's not going to be a fun game to watch. Start 3, Pickens, Odunze, Diggs, Smith, Etienne, Hunt. Good Lord. I don't know. I mean, Etienne's playing Tennessee, worst run defense in the league. Smith is, I don't know how you start Smith, man. I have Smith. Do we start him? I don't know, man. Kareem Hunt playing Dallas. I don't think you're going to get Kareem Hunt from last week. I mean, like, I don't love that Kansas City matchup, but I didn't love that Philadelphia matchup either, right? And Pickens went off. So like I'm not really too sure. I don't think I want to start Pickens. So I would do Diggs, Smith, and Etienne. But I mean, I don't have those on my team, right? Pick one for flex. I would go AJ Brown. He's been getting the squeaky wheel treatment. What are we thinking between Michael Wilson, MHJ? Who do we start? I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. One's listed as a starter. The other one has 15 targets in back-to-back games. The answer is obvious. If we can figure it out, that would. If I knew, I would play the lottery, man. But I don't know, man. I both, right? I honestly think that both of them are playable because I do think it was more a Kyler Murray problem than a bad receiver problem, right? I don't think that Kyler Murray is a good quarterback at all, right? So I think Jacoby Brissett is better for everyone involved. So I think they're both startable, right? I'm pretty high on both of them. Jacoby Brissett's a decent quarterback too, right? So Cooks or Judkins. Damn. I mean, I'm really high on Judkins, and I can understand if you don't want to play Cooks. So I could get behind Judkins. I'm really high on him. I like him. Collins, Diggs, Chase Brown, or Jacobs. Pick one. Only one? Who else are we starting that we're sitting 3 of our first 4 draft picks? Jesus Christ. How do you not start all of those guys? That's crazy. AJ or Waddle? I mean, I might consider AJ. He's been getting the squeaky wheel treatment for the last little bit. Dowdle, Javonte, Henry, and Neal. Rico Dowdle against the Los Angeles Rams defense. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe we were all wrong, and Rico Dowdle team is stacked. How is your team so stacked that you're going to start the best player on everybody else's, or you're going to sit the best player on everybody else's team? Aaron Jones, Christian Watson, Jaden Higgins. I don't want to play Aaron Jones on the road against Seattle. I mean, I might consider Christian Watson, just hope for a shootout, right? Trades during the season. So everybody just traded you their best players and your league was okay with that? That's crazy, man. It's not a very fun league to be in. Start Jefferson, Khalil, or Kyron. Oh, my God. Who'd have thought the day would come to this, eh? I mean, I don't know, man. I gotta have faith in Jefferson. Who are we starting that we're benching Justin Jefferson, though? I mean, I understand benching Justin Jefferson. Don't get me wrong. I have him. I don't know how you can play him with any sort of confidence, but like just out of curiosity. Oh. Devin Neal, Woody Marks, Aaron Jones, or DeAndre Swift. I mean, I might probably Devin Neal is your answer there. He's the unquestioned starter against Khalil or Kyron, Khalil Shakir or Kyron Williams. I mean, I don't know, man. Kyron's playing Carolina. Didn't Christian McCaffrey just go off on them? How do we not start Kyron Williams with like confidence? That being said, Khalil Shakir his wife just had a baby, so like he could be still riding high off that. Get that baby. How are we starting Rico Dowdle for real with any sort of confidence against friggin' Los Angeles defense? That's crazy. He shouldn't even be an answer. Or Bucky. Like, I don't want any part of Rico Dowdle or Bucky Irving. And I mean, I don't really want any part of Pickens either. So for me, start 2, AJ Brown and Henderson. Would you play Tyler Warren versus Houston? Yeah. I mean, if you didn't have anybody else, why not? He's still a really good receiver. Start 2, Mechie, Jiggs, Worthy, Cos. Oh, my God. I say we go Diggs and we go Diggs and probably BTJ, I think, are your answer. Javonte Williams or Kareem Hunt. I mean, I don't know. Hey, no problem, man. I hope it works out. Javonte Williams to start this week. No problem, man. I hope it works out. Thank you for the question. I appreciate you. Watson over Tet. We don't want to play the Carolina offense. They are smelly. Burrow, Knicks, or May. I mean, I don't know, man. I might lean towards Drake May at home on Monday night. That being said, why do we have 3 quarterbacks? Should have got rid of one at some point. Javonte Williams a start this week. I mean, Javonte Williams is a start because he's a starting running back on a very good Dallas team. I don't feel very confident about him because that's a very good Kansas City defense, right? So Dobbs, Harrison, or Kareem Hunt in the flex. I mean, flex is all about we're looking for upside, right? So I might consider starting like Marvin Harrison because I don't think Kareem Hunt's gonna because Kareem's definitely not gonna have the game that he had last week. There's too many other parties involved, and I don't know. Frick, Andy Reid just hates having one guy be his lead back. Pick 2, Debo, Worthy, Watson, Rome. I mean, I don't want any part of that Philadelphia defense. No problem at all, man. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. I mean, I don't really want any part of that Denver defense. Just by process of elimination, I'm starting Worthy and Watson. I don't really feel confident about either of those either, though. But yeah, I don't want any part of that Denver defense, and I don't want any part of that Philadelphia defense. I hope that helps. Hope it works out. Wilson or Debo. I mean, Arizona's playing that garbage Tampa Bay defense, so I feel like Wilson is the answer over Debo playing a very good Denver defense, right? So. But yeah, I don't see why Wilson can't keep going it. Yeah, I'm cooked at wide receiver. Yeah, I know it's. Trust me, dude. I get it, man. I'm with you. I'm the same thing. But yeah, like I hope it works out. I really do. I hope that helps. Somebody you might consider this week, like I know I probably would play these two over him, but Greg Dortch from Arizona. I mean, Harrison Jr. coming back is going to kind of hurt his stock a little bit, but I do think Jacoby Brissett's a really good, like a decent enough quarterback, right? I do think it's a Kyler Murray problem over there. I don't think it's a wide receivers are not good problem. I think it's a Kyler Murray problem. I think Kyler Murray is not that good of a quarterback. And so I think that, I think wide receivers could be good in Arizona with Brissett at the helm, right? But actually, Harrison being back is going to throw a wrench into that game plan. That sucks. Somebody I would go after is Jaden Reed from Green Bay. He's designated to return, so they've ruled him out for Week 13 because it's a Thursday game. But now he goes till next Sunday to recover. So going forward, I think Jaden Reed is a good pickup if you can get him. Half PPR. I would go Hampton playing Las Vegas. I don't think I want I don't think Kareem Hunt's gonna have the game that he had last week. That's just my thoughts. Fantasy managers can never have anything nice. And I think Hampton's gonna come back and pretty much reclaim that lead role. Burrow or Dart? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how you start Burrow with any sort of confidence, right? Like, are we expecting him to come back and just kill it on the road against a very good, very healthy Baltimore Ravens defense for his first game back in 10 weeks with no T. Higgins? With all those things going against you, if you think that Burrow is a good one to start, all day. For those reasons, I don't know how Burrow is even a consideration. That's my thoughts. Also, I'm a Baltimore Raven fan. F Joe Burrow. That being said, he is a really wicked quarterback. Going forward, I'm all for Joe Burrow. 100%. I want to pick him up, and I want to keep him in any leagues that I have him. Going forward, I'm all for it. This particular week, it's a tough sell for me. It's tough. McMillan or Wilson? I mean, I don't know how you like. Really? That's an obvious answer, man. You're talking to a Baltimore Ravens fan, so I have lots of bias. That being said, I don't know why he can't. Like, I do think he can bounce back because he's obviously not doing anywhere close to as good as he was. That being said, they're winning, right? So he doesn't have to bounce back. But also, like, he's too good. He's too talented. He's got a good receiving core. He's got a good, the run game is really good. I think the offensive line just needs to give him a little bit more time. I think his injury is kind of in his head right now. And so it's kind of taken away his mobility, and that's kind of getting in his head because he's not used to being a pocket passer. As much as he's done really well at becoming a better passer. That being said, I think the talent's too good to not bounce back, especially at home against a very vulnerable Cincinnati defense like that. I'm all day on that one. Egbuka, Waddle, or Harvey. I would do Harvey. That being said, Baltimore Ravens fan, so I'm so biased, 100%. Yeah, and I'll get that, and I will admit that 100%. But I can also, just blurt out my thoughts and let you know what I'm actually thinking, as opposed to, just being a Ravens fan. I might go RJ Harvey against Washington in the Sunday night game. Right, give me something to watch. I am starting Mark Andrews tomorrow. Cincinnati has been the worst against tight ends all year, and they've given points to everyone. Warren or Gainwell? I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know. Both, neither. I can't answer that one. I have Warren. I don't have Gainwell. One's listed as a starter, right? So, I mean, starter, I guess. Warren? I don't know. Whichever one you want to start, I can't help you on that one. J-Mo, Pittman, or Myers. I mean, process of elimination, I don't want any part of that Houston defense, so I'm doing J-Mo and Myers, hoping for a bounce-back game. Vinny, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Juwan Johnson or Dalton Schultz. I might go Johnson. That Miami defense is kind of dookie, and Tyler Shaw seems to like him, right? So, Willia, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Drop Caleb or Jones for Burrow. All things being equal, I don't love Caleb's schedule going forward, so I might drop Caleb. But I definitely want Burrow this week, as much as I'm not playing him. But that being said, like, I don't want to play either of those this week, right? So I don't know. I might just go Joe Burrow in that instance. I don't really want any part of that Philly defense, and that Houston defense just made my league counts negative points for sacks, and he got -7 points. Holy crap. Knicks or Brissett. I mean, that Tampa Bay defense is terrible. He's getting Marvin Harrison back. I think Brissett is the answer in that instance. I really like him. The only thing that I worry about maybe is the Tampa Bay Heat, because it is in Tampa Bay. Right, but at the same time, I think Brissett is the answer to that one. Herbert or Mahomes. I mean, they're both playing shitty defenses. All things being equal, I would probably go Mahomes. Justin Herbert's offensive line is not doing very well at the moment. I really hope they address that. They may lean more on the running game to kind of take the pressure out of his hands. And these are all like maybes. I don't know, man. I think we take the points with Mahomes. Hopefully he can kind of carve up that Dallas defense. And then we just go from there, right? I think damn, thank you for becoming a title gifter. You are wicked. Start Schultz or Strange. I might start Strange against Tennessee's defense. Watch the Bucs defense. You know what? And you're not wrong. Watch the Bucs defense show up at home. They've been terrible for a few weeks in a row. So I know that that's been a point of emphasis. And you're not wrong. But yeah, I think they've just been too bad. That like the obvious answer is Brissett. And we just go from there. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. I really do. Start Wandale, Bucky, BTJ, or Swift. Start 2. I mean, process of elimination, I go Wandale and Bucky and BTJ. I don't know what to expect from Bucky, and I don't want any part of that Philly defense. Sutton or Shakir. Also have Dowdle on my bench. If you think Dowdle against the Los Angeles Rams defense is going to be better than Sutton or Shakir, then by all means play him. That being said, it's Carolina Panthers against the Los Angeles Rams defense, who is apparently very, very good. So I would I would start Sutton against Washington. That being said, I don't know. Maybe we all missed that. And Rico Dowdle should have been the #1 overall fantasy draft pick. And we all missed that. So, I mean, if that's what you believe, then I would start him over anyone, always. The fact that that's a question leads me to believe that my thoughts all along, that it's the Carolina Panthers, were right. Aaron Jones or Bucky, I mean, I don't want to do either. All things being equal, I don't really want any part of that Seattle defense on the road, right? So Bucs have a lot of injuries. You're not wrong, and the corners have been trash. Yeah, so they're getting beat a lot. Guessing a Bucs fan right there. Hell yeah. It's all good. Rome, Benson, or Warren. I mean, we go Warren, right, against Buffalo's defense. They give up 5 yards a carry. That's not even a question. Start Waddle or Shakir. I feel like Waddle is the answer, right? I like what's your question? Yeah, Waddle or Shakir. I'm answering it right now. Settle down, man. I got 75 questions up here. Sorry about your luck, kid. Also, I like to think about things before I answer. I don't just give an answer. That would be dumb. Sorry, what was your question? I don't know. Do whoever you want. Would you rather have come playoff Stafford or Dart? Dart has the better matchups. I mean, Dart might have the better matchup. You're right, but I don't know, man. How do we not go with Matthew Stafford, right? Like, you got to figure 3-4 touchdowns every game, right? The numbers probably say Jackson Dart, but I don't know how we don't go Matthew Stafford. He's been like a pleasant surprise, right? So Lamar, Mayer, Prescott, I don't know, man. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. If you're actually asking me, I'm going Lamar all day, every week, all day, every day. Probably Sutton the rest of the season. I don't love Chicago's schedule. If I had all things being equal, I'd probably choose Sutton rest of season. Start 3, Brees, Javonte, Henderson, Cook. Go Ravens! Yeah! Bam, 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 bam. Yeah! Booyah! Love it! I mean, I might go Brees against that Atlanta run defense. Really, I like that. So, yeah, I might go Brees, Henderson, and Cook. Hopefully, Henderson can replicate a Jahmyr Gibbs week. Probably not, though. Mike Vrabel hates fantasy football managers. He doesn't like us having nice things. Fucking rude. Gainwell or Jacoby Myers, the flex. I might go Gainwell, right? Buffalo's giving up 5 yards of carry. as much as Jacoby's been really good, don't get me wrong, and against a very, suspect Tennessee defense, I could definitely get behind that. Start Yoshavash. I mean, yeah, they don't really have anybody else to throw to. They got Chase, which I can only imagine he'll be double, triple teamed. If I'm Baltimore, I'm putting all 10 guys on Jamar Chase, making everybody else beat me. So I think Yoshavash could be a flex. Ferger Strange. I mean, I might consider Strange over against the Tennessee defense, right? I don't love the Kansas City matchup for Dallas. So, like, I might consider Strange. As much as, like, I didn't love the Philadelphia matchup last week, right? And he did really well. So, I feel like that's just like that's a a tolerance thing type thing. Like if you think Ferguson's gonna go off again, then you probably do that. But I think Strange is the answer. All things being equal, picking the matchups. D Neal or Hunt, I would go Neal, just because he's the unquestioned starter against a suspect Miami defense. I don't think Kareem Hunt's gonna replicate what he did last week. Pacheco's back, right? They just signed Dameon Pierce, who we all know is going to come in and have a role. The other kid, Smith, is still there. Andy Reid seems to hate fantasy football as well, so I think Neal is the answer. BTJ, Marks, Dowdle, and Franklin pick 2. I would probably go BTJ and Franklin. I don't think. Yeah, I don't I think we pick one for the Sunday night matchup, and I think BTJ against Tennessee is where it is. Should I drop Nix or Jones, Pittman or Tet? Neither. My God. I don't want any part of that Houston defense or that Los Angeles defense. Honestly, neither, man. Like, if anything, I would say Pittman just because he might get a touchdown, but I don't want either of those two. Should I drop Nix or Jones for Burrow? I would drop Jones for Burrow. I don't really love his schedule going forward. Should I start Packers or Texans? I think you start the Texans defense. I don't know that we start the Packers defense in the dome of Detroit. If it was in Green Bay, I would say all day Green Bay. But I think Detroit in the dome, I think they're going to put up some points. So I think Texans defense is where it is. Addison, Mooney, DJ Moore, Jaden Higgins. I mean, I don't really want any part of Jordan Addison playing that Seattle defense, and I don't really want any part of that Philadelphia defense. I might pick Jaden Higgins. He's the Houston guy, right? Indianapolis is, I mean, they got, you know what? They got Sauce back. They got that other guy back. Yeah, the Houston guy. Yeah, they're actually, I didn't think about that. So, I mean, I might go Darnell Mooney. All things being equal. Those are tough. Those are tough decisions, though, for real. Wow, that's so rude. So rude. Seahawks or Chargers? I mean, I might go the Seahawks. Oh, hi. Hi, girls. This is Tina, Buffy, and Xena. Tina, Xena, and Buffy. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. One of them's a purebred Yorkshire Terrier, and the other one we are pretty sure is a mixture of a Yorkie poo, a poodle, and a Yorkie. Damn, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. That Seattle defense against Minnesota is very tempting. You know what? I think I might choose Seattle's defense. I was going to say because I trust Seattle's offense to be on the field more and kind of give less opportunities. That being said, like I think the Chargers defense is where it is. Yeah. Should I start Geno Smith or Lamar Jackson? Yeah, we got to pee on the mat. All right. Hell yeah. Are you actually considering starting Geno Smith over Lamar Jackson? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. But that's crazy, man. Bucky, Aaron Jones, Jefferson, or Pierce? Oh my God.
Good job.
Jackson gave me 2 points last game. Just out of curiosity, how many points did Geno give you last game? Also, where did you draft Jackson? Didn't you draft him? I know I had to draft him in the second round. I understand the bad games, but damn, Geno Smith? That hurts, man. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. That really hurts. Bucky, Aaron Jones, Jefferson, or Pierce? Good Lord. None of them. I mean, I don't really want any part of Bucky or Aaron Jones, so I might go Jefferson or Pierce and just hope that talent wins out for real. Good Lord. I don't feel confident in starting any of those. I have not. Kyron or Harvey. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong either way. Can we start both? Who's the other running back and or flex that we're starting to bench one of those guys? Butker or Fairbairn? I mean, actually, they're both indoors. I would probably rather Fairbairn just because he indoors. I think that Kansas City puts up more touchdowns than Houston. So I for that reason I would pick Fairbairn. Neil Irving, BTJ, Genty, or Michael Wilson. Jesus, Weezus. I mean, I might consider Neil. He's the unquestioned starter against the Shasty Miami defense. Are you in a PPR by any chance? Because Michael Wilson might be a good thing. No problem, man. I hope it works out. Jackson, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. PPR. I mean, I might consider Michael Wilson against a very shot. So right now, if you're legit asking, I'm considering Neil and Michael Wilson. Neil's the unquestioned starting running back against a very shasty Miami defense against the run. Also made the backup running back from Carolina look like the number one overall fantasy pick. So there's that. But at the same time, I can get behind Michael Wilson playing a shitty if Marv doesn't play, definitely playing Wilson. No, and that's what I mean. Like, and I think even if Marv does play, so like my thoughts behind that is I don't actually think it's a Jacoby or it's a Marvin Harrison problem or like anything. I don't think it's a wide receiver problem. I think it's a Kyler Murray problem. And so I think that Kyler Murray is not a very good quarterback. I actually have a lot of faith in Jacoby Brissett. So I actually don't mind playing Marv and Michael Wilson. You know what I mean? Against, a terrible Tampa Bay defense. Like, let's get real here. So I'm actually very confident in Michael Wilson and Marvin Harrison and Trey McBride and to a certain extent Greg Dortch, right? So I would probably start Marv over BTJ. Start Brissett or Burrow. How the hell are you starting Burrow over Brissett? Really? That's crazy. No problem, man. I hope that helps, right? I hope it works out. I really do. Loveland or Gadsden? I'd go Gadsden against Las Vegas defense, right? I don't want really any part of that Philadelphia. Do I think Pittman's going to have a good game against Texans defense? No, I don't actually. No problem, man. I hope it works out. I really do. So like I don't know that Texans defense is really good, right? So coach said they were passing the ball to Wilson more. Honestly, Wilson had an 80% route run thing before Marvin Harrison went down, and when he went down, it went up to 85. So it's not like he was he wasn't running routes before. He just wasn't getting any catches or anything, to be fair. And that's my point. Is I think it's a Kyler Murray problem. I don't think it's a wide receiver problem. I think Kyler Murray stinks as a quarterback. He can't really do anything with his wide receivers. He's got a plethora of them. But yeah, I don't. I like Jacoby Brissett in that aspect. I think that he's what we need him to be. Marv is the number one, right? I don't know. Yeah, no, maybe. Like I said, I think he's a good receiver. Set all sorts of records at Ohio State. So I mean, yeah, I think so. I think he's still good. I don't know. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's just not. You're right. Maybe he's not. I don't know. He's still listed as a starter. You have a good take? Perfect. Let's do it. Dart versus New England, Purdy versus Cleveland, or Brissett versus Tampa Bay. I mean, all things being equal, I'd probably go to Brissett. I think I like Brissett against Tampa Bay. Marcus Rashford is a good choice. You think so? Does he still get goals over there? I don't think so. I think he's kind of a washed up choice. Rams D or Texans D? I mean, I'm taking Rams all day. Houston playing Indianapolis. I don't know, man. I would go Rams. Playing Carolina, they stink, man. Carolina stinks. They suck. Devontae Smith does not play. Should we shoot up Dotson? Devontae is not going to play. I think the Ohioans beat the Rams. Who's the Ohioans? Tet, Ladd, and Marv. So I have a good wide receiver. Maybe. I don't like Tet. I don't care for him. He's off my radar. I don't care for Tet. I don't care for the Carolina Panthers offense. I don't care for Bryce Young's 488-yard game. I don't care for Rico Dowdle and his 30 fantasy points from time to time. I don't care for any of them. Last week, we saw exactly who Carolina is, I think, and that's who they're going to be going forward. Without a touchdown, Tet has a terrible day. So it's not at practices yesterday and today. Shit, man, that's no bueno. Now, I mean, that doesn't really mean nothing. But at the same time, yes, to answer your question, yes, we are shooting Dotson up. I don't know if I'm playing him over very many people. Like, I'd play him over Jordan Addison all day. All day. I'd play him over Tet McMillan, CMC, or A.J. Dillon. What? Is that a real question? Saquon and Kyron a good running back for playoffs? I don't know if I love Kyron. I don't love his schedule, but I do love Saquon, his schedule. That being said, I'm a firm believer in the Madden curse, right? And the Madden curse to me is undefeated. So I'm not expecting Saquon to be around the rest of the season, like the whole season. That being said, I don't wish injuries on anyone. And I really hope that he stays healthy and he plays and wicked. So I'm like, all things being equal, I love Philadelphia's schedule going forward. That being said, the Madden curse is undefeated. So that's all I have to say about that. Have AJ Brown. Oh, nice. Oh, I have AJ Brown too, man. I'm super excited. Hell yeah. What do we think about Myles Garrett versus San Francisco this week? What do you mean? I think he's going to be amazing. Isn't he amazing? I think he's amazing. I'm starting Sutton over Bucky in the flex. Trade Jettas and Kincaid for Jamar Chase. Maybe. I can get behind that. I actually, all things being equal, I really like Minnesota's schedule going forward. Not this week, but going forward, I really like their schedule. So, like, I wouldn't rather Jamar Chase than Justin Jefferson. That being said, without a quarterback, apparently Jefferson is quarterback proof. So, I might make that trade and get Jamar Chase. Burrow, Dart, or May. Would you start Bucky at all this week? I wouldn't. I don't want any part of Bucky coming back off of injury, right? I don't really know what we can expect from him. Plus, also, Sean Tucker's been good. Rashad White's still there, so like, I don't know, man. I'm not starting Bucky. I don't want Bucky. Saquon, Etienne, Hall, Chase Brown, bench one. Damn, you got running back heavy, eh? Hoover quarterback, Stafford or Love. I would probably go Stafford. I mean, how do you not go Stafford, right? It's 4 touchdowns, I would say. Devin Neal over Romo Dunze. I don't want any part of that Philadelphia defense. You're right. I didn't answer. You're not wrong. I mean, all things being equal, I might just bench Chase Brown. But I also don't know how you play Saquon with any sort of confidence, right? Saquon's been kind of dookie, even against a bad Chicago Bears defense. I don't know, man. I don't know how we can play him with any kind of confidence. So, I mean, I think Chase Brown is the answer, but I don't know how we start Saquon with any sort of confidence. So Saquon is probably the answer. I would do Kareem Hunt over Bucky Irving. I would go Neal over Diggs. I'm doing Judkins all day over anyone almost. Diggs or Michael Wilson at the flex. I mean, I might go Michael Wilson. That Tampa Bay pass defense has been terrible, right? That being said, I do tend to lean towards the Monday games, right? So I might consider Diggs because it's a Monday game, just to give me something to watch, right? But yeah, I think Michael Wilson is the answer. I'd probably go Jared Goff at home, right? But I mean, Dart Monday night, that's got some appeal to it. Like I said, Monday night games, right? I tend to lean towards them just to give me something to watch. Flex Jefferson or Bucky Irving? Good Lord, man. I don't know, man. I am not going to suggest against Justin Jefferson ever. Just out of curiosity, who are we playing to bench Justin Jefferson, who was your number one pick? As bad as he's been, I get it. I have him. Grade my running backs: CMC, Bucky, Hampton, Neal, Harvey, Benson. Not bad. I mean, not great, but not bad. Neal should be good. Hampton should be all right. Don't love Harvey's schedule going forward. Benson, in theory, should be all right. I don't know what's going to happen with Bucky, right? Is he going to come back and just take over again? Is he going to be in a timeshare? I don't know. I like CMC, but other than that, I don't. You got a bunch of question marks, to be honest. I like Hampton too. Shakir, Watson, K9. I mean, I might go K9. I think you got to, right? Start 2, CD, Olave, Waddle. That's crazy that you're going to bench CD. I'm not going to suggest benching CD, so he's automatically one of my – like, that's the thing. I'm not going to suggest benching first or second round draft picks, man. At the end of the day, I kind of lean towards where they were drafted if I'm in a pickle. I'm not going to suggest benching CD. No way. And then I would do Waddle. I like Waddle. they like Waddle, right? Ravens or Jags defense. This week in particular, I actually like the Ravens defense. You know, Joe Burrow coming back after 10 weeks off at home, healthy, right? I'm playing the Ravens defense. Debo, Shakir, Wandale. I don't want any part of that Denver defense, so I'm going Shakir and Wandale. Bucky or Neal. I don't know how we can start Bucky with any sort of confidence. I think we got to see a week or two, so I'm going Neal against a very suspect Miami defense. I'd probably start Kyron and Warren. I'd leave Williams on the bench. Brees, Kareem, Cook, and Genty, bench one. I mean, I'd probably bench Genty because that Chargers defense is actually really good. Buffalo's pass defense is a lot better than their run defense. So I think DK could have a better game than Shakir. Shakir going to get locked by the Steelers? I don't think so. I also think that, his wife just had a baby, so I think they've still got that kind of going on for them. He looked pretty good last week. I think he should be all right. That being said, Aaron Rodgers back. I think DK does all right. But yeah, I think Shakir is probably the answer. That being said, I'm playing DK. Like I'm starting DK in two separate leagues, right? So there's that. Sean Alexander. What? He doesn't play anymore. The Professor. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. It's the hardest start of my life, bro. No, I hear you, man. I hear you. I really hope it works out. I hope that helps, right? Like I look for little things, right? Like Shakir's wife just had a baby, right? So that is something that we can look into. I like that, right? So, but also Aaron Rodgers being back helps DK, right? So I think Shakir is the answer, but I don't hate either of them, and I agree it's a tough decision. Higgins, QJ, Burden, Hodgins, or Addy. Good Lord. None of them? Who's Hodgins? So I don't want any part of Higgins. Like, I don't want any part of any of those, man. I think QJ is your answer just because he's playing Las Vegas, right? So I think just out of by process of elimination, we kind of have to go QJ. DK has been so mid. You're not wrong, man. So mid. I have him in two different leagues, and I was so excited to get him. He's terrible now. Kamara out. Oh man. Thoughts on Love? I mean, I don't know, man. I think he's a decent quarterback. I think this week it should be a shootout, so you're kind of hoping that it's a shootout. Excuse me. That being said, I have him, right? So he's kind of dookie. I have Bowers and Tyler Warren. Should I put in Olave or no? So my thoughts on Love is playing versus him, so kind of scared, saying Jameis Winston scored 30 on them. You're not wrong, and that's what I mean. I think that Detroit puts up some points at home, forcing Love to have to do well, and I think he kind of will do well this week. I think he's set up to do well. So, yeah, I'm with you. I'm kind of I think he's good this week. That being said, I'm starting Brock Bowers and Tyler Warren doing the double tight end. You can come down with the ship with me, or you can start Olave. I can understand starting Olave. I don't know who to bench because Bowers and Warren. Warren's been all right. Don't get me wrong. Bowers, oh my God. Got rid of Jettas. because the QB situation is so scary. You know what? Hey, I understand 100%, man. I understand it 100%. You gave up Devin A-Chain, though? Oh, man. Got Rashid, Javante, and Genty. Oh, man. I don't like that trade, man. I don't like Jetta's situation, but I know I like Jetta's and A-Chain's schedule better than the other ones. Ooh, I think you might regret that one. But I'm with you, man. Jetta's is scary. I have Joe Burrow. We all know he's scoring 40. You think Joe Burrow is legit going to score 40 on the road in a division opponent against a very good, very healthy Baltimore Ravens team with no T. Higgins? You think he's actually scoring 40 points? I think you're going to be a little disappointed for all of those reasons that I just mentioned. Braden, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate you. It is really iffy, though. Cool, dude. I'm dropping a follow. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Hell yeah. Come back. I love it. Rashid's been averaging 25. Oh, you're not wrong, man. Rashid's really good to get in that trade. Hell yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I hope it works out, though. I really do. Like, I really hope it works out. To start Burrow or Stafford? Really? You're going to start Stafford? Or you're going to bench Stafford after all he's done for you? Just going to bench him just like that? Damn. Savage. This dude's savage. Yeah, I know you've been putting up 35 points for me every week, but yeah, you're benched. I ain't fucking with you anymore. Benched. Have Henry though, so need him to score to win out. Yeah. See, and like I can see Derrick Henry having a game, right? I don't know, man. I don't see Burrow. That being said, I just use common sense. So like common sense says all of those reasons that I just mentioned says that Joe Burrow is not going to do well. That being said, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, so F Joe Burrow, but he is a wicked quarterback. So, like, if there's anybody that can do it, it's him. I just don't, I don't know. Fuck, is this going to fucking die on me? Shit, sorry, guys. I think my phone's about to die. I'm going to think about charging it. Should I start Dart instead of Burrow? I mean, I would, right? I just listed off the reasons that I don't want to start Joe Burrow. So, like, I don't have any confidence in him at all. But I can see why you want Burrow dropped 35 in both games last year. Yeah, exactly. But he also had T. Higgins, right? So like I don't know, man. What do I know, anyways? Like I said, man, I just use common sense. Common sense says he's not going to do very well. If there's anybody that can do very well, it's Joe Burrow. Higgins was in at least one of those games. Was he? Because I think you're wrong, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really care. It's your team. Start who you want. I'm actually starting Baltimore's defense with full confidence. So, but I mean, I don't care, man. I don't want to argue with you. It's your team. You asked the question. I answered. What do you want from me? Traded CD and Igbuka for Bijan and DK. I mean, if I needed a running back, I would make that trade, but I don't love Bijan's schedule going forward. Might start Brissett. That's it. Stop arguing with my king. I love it. Thank you. See, I would start Brissett too because Tampa Bay's defense has been dookie. And what? I heard Marvin Harrison's coming back. That's wicked. So now he's got Harrison, Michael Williams, Trey McBride, Greg Dortch to throw to. Oh, my God. I'm so excited for Brissett this week. Hell yeah. That's wicked. Moore or Yoshavash. I might start Yoshavash just because they don't they don't have any T. Higgins. So they don't really have anybody else to throw to outside of Jamar Chase. That being said, Jamar Chase could have 30 targets. But I don't I don't want any part of that Philadelphia defense. How will the Jamar Burrow stack be tomorrow? Depends on who you ask. If you ask me, it's not going to go very well. If you ask this guy, they're going to get 75 points together. No, that's what I mean. Like, you didn't ask, but somebody else asked, and then you're on here arguing with me about it. Like, I don't know, man. You ask, I give my answer. I'm not going to argue. I don't really care that much. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it. My thoughts are he's in a really tough situation. I don't think the Jamar Burrow stack will be what we want it to be tomorrow. I think it's a tough situation. I don't know that it's going to be what we want it to be. That being said, you're not wrong. If there's anybody who could do it, it's Joe Burrow. He's one of the best in the game, right? And I'm not denying that by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying it's tough. I would go AJ Brown. Especially, there's talk Devontae Smith might either not play or be super limited. So I might do AJ Brown in that aspect. Didn't practice Tuesday, not practicing Wednesday. I don't know, man. It is. This is what they say. It's possible the Eagles are simply taking a cautious approach. That's not wrong. That is 100% possible. So I don't. But yeah, I think AJ Brown has been kind of getting that squeaky wheels syndrome, or what the hell is the word I'm looking for? And he's kind of been getting force fed the ball. Start Diggs or Keenan Allen. I might go Diggs Monday night against the Giants. Right, give me something to watch. Hope it works out. So I might go AJ Brown. I hope that helps, right? I hope it works out. I don't. Again, Devontae should be good, right? He's essentially their goal line running back, right? I seen that. Most of his touchdowns are from 1 or 2 yards out. Neal, I would go Neal over BTJ. Miami's defense made the backup running back in Carolina look like prime Barry Sanders, so I might consider that. I am not gonna advise starting Joe Burrow tomorrow. Holy fuck! Here we go again. There you go. There you go. 424 yards, 4 touchdowns. I mean, was he off with a toe injury for 10 weeks and then coming back starting on the road? By any chance, was that at home or on the road, first of all? Second of all, was he off for 10 weeks, right? With a toe injury? I don't know. Yeah, in Baltimore? Okay, so there you go. There's your answer. You got nothing better to do, eh? You come on here and argue with me. I mean, I'll argue with you all day, no problem. I don't care. I just you got nothing better to do. There you go. Start May or Burrow. There you go. Last year, Joe Burrow had 428 yards and 4 touchdowns. Jamar had 55 fantasy points. So there you go. Expect 75 fantasy points tomorrow. Jay Cook or Z Flowers in the flex. I don't know, man. I might consider Jake. I don't know how you bench James Cook. Who are we playing that we're benching James Cook? That's what I want to know. Should we panic on Jefferson? I mean, yeah, kinda, a little bit. I mean, this is the thing, though. Like, I don't love his matchup this week on the road against a very good Seattle defense. I don't love him this week. And he'll probably have another terrible fantasy matchup or fantasy points. That being said, he's got a wicked schedule going forward, and I like him going forward. So I don't know, man. Yeah, we should probably panic over him, but I like to think that the talent mixed with the the easy schedule going forward, I'd like to think that talent rules out. I actually thought he was quarterback proof. That's why I drafted him in 2 separate leagues, and I'm hurting in both of those leagues. Henry and Barkley all day, baby, love it. Warren over Strange, yeah. I mean, how do we not, right? Buffalo's defense gives up 5 yards a carry. I'd probably do that. Start one, Judkins, RJ, or Tet. Are we actually considering starting Tet against the Los Angeles Rams defense after the debacle that he had last week? Assume he doesn't get that touchdown, right? He gets what? 6 fantasy points? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how we start Tet. All things being equal, I'd probably go Judkins just because I'm really high on him. I like him going forward. San Francisco's defense isn't the toughest, right? That being said, RJ might be the answer playing Washington. But I really like Judkins. I value him the way that we used to value Nick Chubb as a perennial first-round draft pick, argument for number 1 overall. So that's my thoughts on that. But yeah, I like RJ Harvey against Washington. Don't get me wrong. Neal or ETN. I mean, I don't know, man. Miami's defense made the backup running back in Carolina look like prime Barry Sanders. Also, there's no real competition behind Neal for touches. That being said, ETN's done really well the last little bit and plays a soft Tennessee defense. So, like, I think the answer is ETN, but I might lean towards Neal just because that Miami defense is kind of garbage, right? So, we hope for the 30 fantasy points that friggin' that Rico Dowdle got. I would go Rams defense over the Patriots this week, just playing Carolina. Carolina showed you what kind of team they are last week, and I think that's the team they are going forward. I don't think they're anything. Swift and McLaurin for Derrick Henry. No problem, man. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. I mean, if I'm giving up Derrick Henry, no. I mean, I would say no. But like I don't know, man. I see some weird ass trades happening on this channel. So like I don't think that Swift and McLaurin is a fair trade for Derrick Henry. That being said, what do I know? Trade Rico and Igbuka for Rashee Rice. If he's gonna give you Rashee for Rico and Igbuka, take it and run. Why? Well, for starters, Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league, right? First of all. Second of all, he's on a very good Baltimore Ravens offense. Third of all, Baltimore's offensive line is wicked. Their schedule going forward is awesome. DeAndre Swift is now at best splitting time with Kyle Manengai. And Terry McLaurin, I don't know, man. Is he even going to be injured? Like, is he even going to play? Like, I think he's injured. And, like, I don't know. He might play this week, but, like, I don't know, man. I don't think it's good value. I would rather Derrick Henry's schedule. I think he's going to outscore both of them going forward. That's the main reason. Stafford or Brissett? I mean, I don't know, man. Brissett's got the better matchup, but how are you starting or how are you sitting Matthew Stafford? That's the way that I will say it. I will frame it like that. Brissett's got the better matchup, but I don't know how you're sitting Matthew Stafford. What, the fucking MVP, right? Like, it's crazy, man. Start Henry, Barkley, and Jay Cook or Z Flowers in the flex. Damn, nice job getting those running backs. I mean, I don't know, man, because Barkley's been dookie lately, right? So, like, do you really have confidence in starting Barkley? Feel like he might be your demise this week. So, honestly, I would say Henry, Cook, and Flowers are your choices. Because, like, I don't know, man, but I don't know. Like, are we confident at all with Saquon Barkley? Because, like, I don't know. He hasn't been very good lately. Jalen Warren or Gainwell? I have no idea, man. I can't answer that for you. I really can't. Jalen Warren's the starter. Gainwell seems to be the touchdown guy, so I don't know, man. I can't answer that for you. You decide. One's the starter, right? Michael Wilson or Metcalf or Sutton. I'd probably go Wilson, right? Very bad Tampa Bay pass defense. I think that's your answer. Lamar or Dak. I don't know, man. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, so for me, it's Lamar all day. I don't love that Kansas City defense matchup for Dak. That being said, I didn't love the Philadelphia matchup last week, and he got 35 points, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Me, I'm starting Lamar all day. That's that's me. I'm Baltimore Ravens fan. I will go down with the ship 100%. That being said, he has been dookie the last couple weeks, but should I start Bucky? I don't think so. You can't really start him with any kind of confidence, I don't think. Etienne or Ibuka, Etienne all day playing Tennessee. Do I start Henderson, Barkley, Rico, or Judkins? Well, one of them is playing the Los Angeles Rams defense. So I think that's your answer right away. That being said, what do I know? Maybe Rico should have been the number one overall fantasy pick, and we all missed that. But that would be my answer. I got Sean Tucker. I don't know, man. I don't know how you play any of them with any kind of confidence, right? Knicks or Stafford, really? How do you bench Matthew Stafford, man? Playing Carolina? I don't know, man. I don't know how you bench Matthew Stafford. Do you think JT will do good? I don't. That Houston defense is for real, like for real. And so I don't think he'll do good. I'm actually worried about GT going forward. What's the best sports channel like Fubo, YouTube TV? I honestly don't know, man. I got Virgin TV. That's what I do. I don't know. I've seen a lot of Fubo. They do a lot. What's the other one here? Menanga or Swift? I don't know, man. I don't know how to. Neither. Both. I don't know how to answer that, man. From the same team. One's listed as a starter, right? So That's how I would view it, but I don't know. I honestly neither. I don't want any part of that Philadelphia defense. But I don't know. I don't know. JT has the hardest schedule. Yeah, he does. And like that's what I mean. I don't love him the way that I loved him before. So like somebody said that somebody was asking if they should trade him for CMC. And like I wouldn't give up CMC. But somebody was on here arguing, like, no, we want to keep JT. We want to get rid of CMC. Like, wait, what? No. One of them is ranked number one, first of all. One of them was drafted higher, second of all. One of them has a stupid hard schedule going forward. So, like, yeah, like I don't love JT the way that I did before. I would go Jalen Warren playing Buffalo's defense. Quentin Flowers or Admission. Who's Admission? I'm assuming you're saying Addison. I don't want Addison. I don't want any part of him playing on the road in Seattle now. I go Quentin and Flowers. Yeah, I kind of figured. Yeah, Admission. Who the fuck is Admission? Who's getting Admission into where? And why am I not invited? But yeah, no, I don't know, man. I don't want any part of that. Like I'm actually really worried about Jefferson this week too. And so, like, yeah, I don't know if I want any part of that Seattle defense on the road, right? Apparently, it's going to be a rookie quarterback that might start, even if it is JJ McCarthy, right? I don't know, man. I think we bench Addison. I think we bench the admission this. Juan, I love you. I would probably go with Gadsden over Johnson this week. Gadsden's playing Vegas. They stink. You got to figure it, especially in PPR. Start Purdy or Jones or pick up Lawrence. I mean, I might consider picking up. Oh man, Purdy against Cleveland. I don't want to do the Cleveland defense. They're actually really good. Carter, I would go Brissett over Herbert. He's got a really good home field. Thank you for sharing this. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, no, I don't know if I want to start Purdy or Jones. I'd rather pick up Tua, if I'm being honest. King Cardi, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. If you can, I don't know that I would drop. I might drop Jones just because I don't love their playoff schedule. But yeah, I don't know that I want to play either of them. I hope that helps, man. I hope it works out. Rattler or Wilson. Damn, Carter, thank you for the follow. Should I start Tom Brady? Well, you should definitely start Tom Brady all the time. If you can pick up Steve Young or Dan Marino, might be a good one. That's probably the way you want to go. But like if you can, right? Like somebody in your league probably has them. So you might have to go with like Kurt Warner, which is not terrible, right? That's a good way to go. Harvey, Neal, Diggs. I'm assuming Ibuka. I would probably go with those three right there. Harvey, Neal, Diggs. Start Zaire Jettas. Oh my God. I mean, I would start Zay Flowers. I don't know how you can start Jettas with any kind of confidence. I mean, I'm going to hoping for the best, but I think the smart money is on Zay. And I'm starting Tua over JJ McCarthy. Andy Dalton, what, for Carolina? Is he still there or is he coming? Is Daltonian actually playing? Made me look rude. Should I grab 9? Oh my God. I mean, for this week's matchup, no. But going forward, yeah, probably. James Conner or Kroxky Merritt. One of them's injured, I think. Is Spencer Rattler the move? No, I think Kenny Pickett's the move. I don't love New Orleans wide receiver core. And at least in Kenny Pickett, he's got Brock Bowers, right? Should I start Gainwell or Warren? I don't know, man. I Warren's the starter, right? So, but I don't know. I can't tell you who to start. They're on the same team. One of them is a starter, right? So that's my answer to that. Pick up a tight end in waivers. Ertz, Picks, Otten, Schultz, Freiermuth. I mean, I'd probably go Ertz just because Marcus Mariota really likes him, and even when Jaden Daniels comes back, like they like Ertz, right? So I think that's the play. Gadsden, I would play Gadsden over Ferguson against Las Vegas. I think that's the way to go. I don't love that Kansas City defense though, but like for real, I don't. I didn't love that Philadelphia defense, right? And he did really well. So yeah, I don't know. Tyreek or Mike Evans. Oh, you got to go Reek, man. He's got way more kids than Mike Evans. Especially your dad. Oh, you got to pick the one with kids, though, right? Sorry, man. I don't know what your question is anymore. This week, one. Oh, just this week? Oh, okay. Then I wouldn't really pick up Ertz this week. Okay, then all things being equal, I would go Kyle Pitts and just hope for the best because no Drake London again, and Kirk Cousins tends to lean towards his tight ends and stuff. So I think Pitts might be a good way to go this week. My advice is so good. Thank you. I appreciate you. Name a black hockey player. Donald Brashear. Yes. PK Subban. No problem at all, man. I hope it helps. I hope it works out. How do I know so much about ball? Hey, I probably know too much about ball, but I just watch and I pick up things as I go, right? Dak or Brissett. I think we go Brissett playing against a Shasty Tampa Bay defense. I'm going Lamar Jackson over Patrick Mahomes, Daniel Jones, and Drake May. Lamar's my dog, yo. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. You're talking to the wrong guy if you want. Because, like, honestly, I don't really care for any of those. Daniel Jones against Houston. If my one league counts points against sacks, and Josh Allen got -7 points last week. So, yeah, I don't really know. I don't care for that Houston defense. Mahomes might do well against Dallas's defense, but like Lamar's playing Cincinnati's defense. And then Drake May, I expect that running game to be good. So for those reasons, I'm picking Lamar. For the obvious reason that I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan and I am so biased, I pick Lamar. If you want a real answer, probably go to somebody else. Is JT for Lamar, Aaron Jones, and Amon-Ra a good trade? I have Jalen Hurts and JSN, so I'm not sure. I mean, all things being equal, I don't love JT's schedule going forward. I do love Aaron Jones' schedule going forward, and Amon-Ra is amazing. So if you've got I actually don't mind that trade at all. I like that, and that's what I mean. Obviously JT is amazing, right? And he can do things that other guys can't. But I don't love his schedule going forward. And against bad teams, he's been great, but against good teams, he's not been that well. And so I don't love him the way that I loved him before earlier in the season. So I would do for those reasons. I like that trade. I really do. Frosty, Falcons or Chargers D? I would probably go Chargers D against Las Vegas. They stink. No problem, man. I hope I hope that helps, right? I hope it works out. I really do. Damn, that's ballsy trading away JT, man. God, that's kahunas. But I like who you're getting. I really do. I would go Pittman. I don't really love Odunze. Helped a lot. Oh, I appreciate hearing that, man. That's why I do it. I really appreciate that. I hope it helps. Hope it works out. Holy Mackinac. Pick 3, Sutton, Igbuka, Pearsall, Washington, Johnston. I mean, I don't know how you start Igbuka with any sort of confidence. Washington, I think there's too many mouths to feed. So that being said, I think Sutton, Pearsall, and Johnston is the way to go. Start Brissett, Burrow, Dart, or Jones? How do you have so many quarterbacks? Why? We want to keep Burrow, but I think Brissett's the play, is it not? I don't know. Against the Shasty Tampa Bay defense. I don't know, man. Somebody came on and argued with me. I don't know. I don't know how we start Burrow with any sort of confidence. You know what I mean? 10 weeks off. He's got a toe injury on the road, divisional opponent. Very good Baltimore Ravens defense. Very healthy Baltimore Ravens defense. I don't know, man. How are you sitting Matthew Stafford? Has he not gotten you like 40 points every game? The real Slim Sweeney. I love it. Can you start Hampton this week against Las Vegas? Yeah, you can start him. Will he be awesome? I don't know. Las Vegas is a shasty defense, though. So if there's ever a week to start him, I think this is it. Walker or Pittman? I assume you're talking Kenneth Walker. And in that case, I would go Kenneth Walker. Did I win? Trade away Javonte, Bowers, and Franklin to get JT, Gadsden, Sutton. So I don't. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like that trade. I don't like getting JT. I don't love his schedule going forward. Against the good teams, he's not been that good. So I don't think he won that trade. That being said, I'm sure there's a whole gang of people that will yell at me and say that JT is the best in the world and nobody can step to him. I'm just looking at the numbers, right? The numbers say against good teams he's been bad, and the rest of the season he's got good teams. So I don't know if I would have made that trade. That being said, Bauer's been stinky. Like, I get that. I have him. Start Wandale or Devin Neal. I'd probably start Devin Neal, right? Miami made the backup running back from Carolina look like prime Barry Sanders. So I might start Devin Neal. I would start Breece Hall. The Atlanta defense is very bad against the run. They're really good against the pass, but very bad against the run. So I think a steady dose of Breece Hall this week is in our cards, is in our bingo cards. I mean, you're not wrong. I don't trust Bowers like at all. But like, if there's ever a guy that can come through, it's him, right? So I mean, no, I don't. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know about that trade. All sides of that. I mean, yeah, getting JT is good in theory, but Devin Neal or Aaron Jones. I don't know how you can start Aaron Jones with any sort of confidence on the road against Seattle. I think it's going to be a rookie quarterback in, I don't know. Yeah, I think we go Devin Neal. Again, he made Miami made the backup running back from Carolina look like prime Barry Sanders. So, like, I think we start all running backs against Miami always. Bucky or Benson, neither. How do you start either with any sort of confidence? How do you not assume they're both going to come back to a like a three-way whatchamacallit committee? Do you like the Brits? I mean, like the old Brits? Yeah, I do. All the Indians that are part of Britain now. No, I like if Indians are considered Britain, because it's pretty much they are now. I don't like Brindians. We'll say that. Yes. Perfect answer, right? Hey, man, I'm from Canada. Fuck. I know all about that. We're turning into little India over here. So, regular kind of Brits? Yeah, hell yeah. All day, baby. I love talking to you guys. You guys make me laugh. And you're not even saying funny things. You just have a cool accent. Bloody hell. Bad times at the moment. You know what? It is very bad times. I don't know. I don't really understand like why all of this is happening. I don't understand why there's a whole gang of people that are for all of this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I understand. The better life and letting people in and all sorts of that stuff. I understand. Like, I understand the premise behind it, and like in theory, it makes perfect sense and it's like really cool. But I mean, when the evidence is there and you present the whole one side of people that with all the evidence that their decisions are stupid, I don't know, man. I've had to move to rural France, Canada, maybe on the cards next. You know what? Honestly, I wouldn't suggest moving to Canada. Our new prime minister is your old fucking bank manager, Mr. Conman Carney. And he doesn't give a fuck about us. So until the liberals are out of power, I wouldn't suggest coming to Canada. I mean, I wouldn't suggest going to France either, but here we are. Will Gainwell do better than Jaylen Warren this week? Buddy, if I knew that, I would play the lottery. I would also put a huge bet down on Gainwell. Jaylen Warren's listed as a starter, so that's all I know. That's all I know about that. Should I start Warren? I mean, that being said, Buffalo's given up 5 yards of carry. So, like, I would start Warren with confidence. I would also start Gainwell with confidence. As far as which one will do better, I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. But alrighty, guys, that's gonna be it for me for today. I gotta get out of here. Thank you very much for joining me, man. You guys are awesome. Start Waddle or Shakir. I would start Waddle, right? You know what? I would probably start Shakir. Actually, that being said, Shakir's wife just had a baby, right? So I think Shakir might be the answer. That being said, it's really only Waddle in in Buffalo, and his wife just had a baby, so I think Waddle, or sorry, it's really only Waddle in Miami, and Tua seems to throw him. So I would do Chimere regardless, right? So go and have a cup of tea. Yes, with the pinky out, with the pinky out. I got to go to the loo. I would do Say against Cincinnati's defense, but I could get behind Sutton. Um, Sunday night game, right, against Thing. Henry for Chase, all things being equal, no. I like Henry's schedule being better. If you need a wide receiver and you're good at running back, I might consider that, yeah, but I like Henry's schedule better. Alrighty, guys, that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope everything goes well in your matchups. Good luck tomorrow. I'll see you back later. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and an even better week ahead. And I look very forward to seeing you again. I love you guys. Oh, one more question. One last question. Eric, you caught me. Adam, we're going to do Andrews. Cincinnati's defense has given up a big game to every single tight end they've played this year. So I would go Adam, or I would go Andrews in that one. Judkins, I would go Judkins over Javonte. Yes, Kian, we're starting Mark Andrews over Gadsden. That's the question. Boom. Cincinnati's defense has been statistically the worst against every tight end they've played. They've given up a huge game to everyone. So start Mark Andrews with confidence, with my boy Lamar Jackson. F Joe Burrow. Hell yeah, let's do it. No problem at all. Let's do Devin Neal against Miami. Miami made the backup running back from Carolina look like prime Barry Sanders. Let's do it. Hope it, guys. I hope that helps, guys. I hope it works out for you. Let's rock it out. Juwan Jennings. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and an even better week ahead. Good luck tomorrow. I love you guys.